much better defensive effort, so it'll be a lot better Christmas break for us. So we did make a big point of emphasis on defense, especially after that debacle up in North Dakota with Eagle staff. So, we felt like the one guy that could get going, like Eagle staff, on this team was Solinger, and he ended up shooting 1 of 14, so he didn't score in the second half. So I think we did a little bit better job being locked into the perimeter guy that could kind of get going. We held them to pretty good field goal percentage. They only shot 28%. They've traditionally, this has been one of the hardest playing teams. I was in the MAC for 6 years, and to get all of the old boards, we gave up too many second chance points. They had 14, but I thought for the most part our first shot defense was good. Needed to rebound a little bit better on the defensive end. Offensively, I thought we got the old boards really well. We ended up with 22 second chance points, 20 old boards. So I thought that was pretty good. We struggled offensively. We're gonna have to figure some stuff out here before SEC play. The turnovers have been really just way too many. 13 in the first half, and we did the same thing 2 games in a row. We only had 1 in the second half against North Dakota. We ended up with 6 in the second half here. So we've got to do a better job of the turnovers. I don't have an answer for the free throw problems, but the only way I know how to fix that is getting the gym to work. So good thing for us is we don't have any school for a few weeks here. So after they get back from Christmas break, we'll be in the gym and putting some time in. And then the threes, we just got to keep shooting good threes, get the right guys taking them. We're never going to pass down an open look from 3. I thought Holloway did a really good job there. The second half, kind of getting us going a little bit. Sears ended up hitting that one in the second half, but we've got some shooters that we can get going between Sears, Holloway, Youngblood, and LeBaron. So
we'll open up the questions, but we got a question from Coach Oats' daughter.
Okay, you have to answer 1 of 2 questions. Which daughter's your favorite, or what'd you get me for Christmas?
Well, I only have one daughter that made the game, so I don't know if that helps you, but I probably shouldn't answer that one because that'll get me in some trouble. So, what did I get her for Christmas? Look, to be fair, I've asked her for about a month what she wants, and at first it was something I couldn't really get. So the only other thing I've got is tickets to the weekend concert. So I looked them up, and the only concert I saw was out in LA, so I'm not sure how you're gonna get there. But so if any of you got a connection to the weekend concert, can help me out in the next 2 days before Christmas. We can. I also need to get her car fixed that she's already wrecked. She's not even 16, so she's 15 and already wrecked her car. So that's the other request, to get her car fixed. So we're working to get the car fixed by sometime in January. She hit a deer, but we got a wrecked car, the weekend concert. One of the requests that's not really feasible, so she hasn't helped me out. So she can help me out a little bit better. I got a couple days to go Christmas shopping.
All right, we'll open up for questions now. Raise your hands, Chase.
As good as the defense was, you really didn't put them on the free throw line. I think they only had 13 free throws for the night. How important is it to not only play tight defense, aggressive and physical, but also not put them on the line all night?
Yeah, before I forget that, for those of you that don't know, that's my middle daughter, Jocelyn. So she's a big sports fan. So that's who asked the questions. If you didn't know, free throws. Look, the most efficient way to score is get to the free throw line. So on defense, if you're trying to have an efficient defense, you got to keep teams off the free throw line. I thought we did a pretty good job of that. They obviously shot it a lot better than we did. So it's a good thing we did keep him off the line. Solinger was only 1 of 14 from the floor, but he went 4-4 at the free throw line. So it's a good thing we kept him off. I thought our guys did a pretty good job staying on the ground, using their length, not buying shot fakes and just making them shoot tough contested shots. They ended up 28%, 21-75 from the floor. So I thought we did a pretty good job making them take some tough shots, and they just missed some open shots where we screwed up defensively too. But we definitely don't want to send teams to the free throw line. I thought we did a pretty good job of that today.
Jack?
You with that smaller lineup at the under 16 after the starters kind of went cold. It was Millette, Youngblood, Reed, Devontae were kind of the bigs. I was just wondering what you kind of thought made of that and how they maybe gave you guys a spark on that 7-2 run there.
Yeah, we definitely have options to go. We can go really big with play Darian Reed at the 2 if you wanted, and put Jared at the 3 and Grant Cliff. You know, we go smaller where we play Modee 5, Darian at the 4. When I had Houston and CYN
Yeah.
at kind of the wings, you know, which gives you some athleticism. I thought Modee had a really big block. I mean, Modee's had some great blocks this year. Darian's had some great blocks. So even though those guys aren't 6'10", 6'11", 7 foot, they play big. They rebound it well. They're tough. They can block shots. So, you know, we've got different options we can go to. Sometimes we just need to get athletic, fly around a little bit, and get the ball at the floor. We were struggling on offense. I thought maybe those guys could get to the old boards, maybe turn them over a little bit, maybe get out in transition. So I don't even know if it worked. I don't know if you got the points on that one or not. But
It was a 7-2, and I don't think they had a turnover in that.
okay, that part of it was we need to take care of the ball too. So that was an issue tonight.
Katie.
Grant and Nate both talked about how defense was kind of a focal point this week. Do you feel like the message is kind of really getting across to the guys now that if they don't defend, they're not going to play as much?
Yeah, we're deep. We got to get the rotation trimmed. If you're not going to guard, you're just not going to stay in the game. So, you know, we got to do it. If you're going to turn the ball, we got to come out too. Some of these silly, careless, casual turnovers got to get eliminated. So, I'm not a coach that likes to yank guys a lot. I like to give them their confidence, but like effort stuff, like we got no problem pulling guys. So, like lack of effort on defense, they're going to come out, and then we gotta quit being so casual with the ball on the offensive end.
Left over here.
Kind of bouncing off of Katie's question, you talked about trimming down the rotation earlier this week. This afternoon kind of helps solidify those changes, or is it still to be determined?
I mean, I think every game's building a little bit more towards figuring out what we're trying to do. I think, you know, this is helping maybe solidify it. I mean, there's a few guys that just you can't take out of the rotation. They're just playing too good. But, you know, I think we can get it down to 9 or 10 pretty quick. We got one more game before SEC play, and we'll try to figure it out.
Emily.
What were your thoughts on Mark's performance today, and what more do you want out of him before conference play?
Look, he's been playing really hard on defense. I've been super happy with the way Mark's been playing over the last month and a half. The only real issue is his turnovers. We just got to get him to cut down on the turnovers. And it's not for a lack of wanting to do well. He's trying to make the right reads. You know, sometimes he's so aggressive. He had the one turnover in the first half. He kind of drove into a crowd. We got to stop those. The one where he threw it out of bounds in the second half. It's a little bit of miscommunication between him and Houston. If Houston stayed or lifted, and but we got 5 turnovers, a little bit too many. Other than that, though, I mean, you look at how hard he's been playing on defense. I mean, he won the blue collar like 2 games ago, I believe. I mean, he's been giving us like really good minutes, I thought. So we need to keep doing what he's been doing. Just kind of cut the turnovers down. Yeah, I'm looking right now. He had positive defensive leverage, and that wasn't always the case. So he's been playing well.
Good.
Merry Christmas. We'll see you after Christmas.